Hello yogis, and welcome back to another flow. I have been taking time off here and there, so my videos have been a little bit less consistent, so apologize for that. Today's flow is going to be kind of a different way of thinking about yoga. We're going to start working in like functional ranges of motion. So often in yoga, you can kind of cheat a little bit. You can, grab your big toe with your peace fingers and kind of really crank that leg up, but is that the same as your functional movement? Are you able to keep that same range of motion without forcing it there? For example, hand to big toe, or pigeon, for example, when you're in pigeon and you're really just like the weight of your body is slamming down into opening that hip, which feels really good, but have you ever thought about it the other way and tried to do that same motion just actively? So it's going to be a little different, but I think it'll be fun, and we'll still work up to some peak postures. And I'm going to be showing some things modified today because I do have an injury, but if you can follow along with my words, that you should be able to get a very nice little workout today. So let's get started. We'll actually come to the top of your mat. If you don't already have one, you will need a block today. So go ahead and grab a block, and then when you're ready, come to a seated position at the top of your mat. Just a comfortable position, legs are crossed, or you may sit on your knees or on your feet if you prefer that in Virasana. And start to deepen your breaths. Lengthen your inhales and lengthen your exhales by constricting the back of your throat and tapping into that Ujjayi breath. Raise your shoulders up towards your ears, maybe roll your shoulder blades down your back. Tuck your chin just a little bit, making your neck as long as possible, and then feel like someone's pulling up a string from your top of your head all the way up and lengthening all the way down to your tailbone. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Palms press overhead, and then keeping your eyes closed, pull your hands into the front of your heart in prayer. Even though this isn't going to be a super traditional flow, you can still set an intention for your class. And I like to set my intention and use that for when I'm really starting to feel frustrated. I can remember, why did I show up today? Why am I here? Float your eyes open, then inhale, sweep your arms up overhead again. Drop just your left hand down towards the floor. Walk your fingers out, but keep your right sitting bone grounded. Stretching out, opening that right side body. Right arm is as close to your ear as you can get it. But remember, keeping that right sitting bone, right hip grounded down. If you can go down to your elbow, awesome. If not, just be where you are. On your next inhale, spring back up. Left hand meets the right, and then your right fingers out to the side. Walk those fingertips out, opening up the left side body. On your next inhale, spring back up, right hand meets the left, and then exhale your hands back down to your thighs. Inhale, sweep the arms up again. Keep both arms up, and then navel, rotate, keep both sitting bones down on the ground, rotate to look over your right thigh. Now, often you might see when, we're warming up, you might take your left hand to your right knee and kind of give yourself a little overpressure. But here what we're doing, arms are gonna stay up, and you're just exploring what you can do without forcing it. Staying up nice and tall, sitting bones grounded. Use your obliques here. And then exhale, bring it back into center. Inhale. And exhale, now rotate just your ribs over to the left. Keep those sitting bones grounded. Arms are straight by your biceps, by your ears. And exhale, bring it back to center. Exhale, bring your arms down to the floor. Go ahead and uncross your uncross your legs, feet flat on the mat, and then roll slowly down to your back. We're gonna do a couple different things. One of our peak poses we'll be working on today is crow. So we're gonna do kind of an ab warmer upper in a crow position. So in this position, bring your hands right above your shoulders and flex your fingers back towards the back of your mat, just like if you were putting your hands at the top of your mat. Press the floor, press this ceiling away and almost round your back like you would if you were in crow pose, pressing the floor away. Take an inhale here and exhale, pull your right knee into your elbow or our tricep. Find as high up into your tricep as you can and then set it down. Inhale, exhale, same thing, left knee to left tricep. Trying to get it up into your armpit as much as you can, using that hip flexor in your core. Press the floor away and down. One more time, inhale. Exhale, right knee to right tricep. Exhale, down. Inhale. Exhale, left knee to left tricep. Keep your arms strong, they're straight. Your fingers are active, just like they would be if you were on your hands right now. And then inhale back down. Now, go ahead and bring both knees up. Right knee first, keep it there, left knee up. Now in normal crow, you're gonna actually be a little further, so lift your shoulder blades off the floor, get those knees up higher onto your triceps, maybe even into your armpits. And this, my friends, is your crow pose. This is it. This is a whole crane, really, if your arms are straight. In crow, you'd have a little bit more bend. But feel how much you're using your core here, and remember that. Take note of what's working here. Because if you use that, you can get into crane. Exhale down. Shake your wrists out just a little bit. Stretch overhead. We're gonna do that one more time. Hands over shoulders, wrists are flexed back. Pull those knees up to your triceps. Shoulder blades lift up off the ground and hold it. Don't hold your breath here. Make sure you're still doing some good diaphragmatic breathing. And when you're ready, come on back down. Stretch your arms overhead, legs can go out long. Give yourself a big stretch. And then come back to that position. Now we're going to explore lizard lunge. So in lizard lunge, one leg is out behind you. You're usually up on your toes. And then one leg is kind of on the outside of your hands. So arms over shoulders again. Left leg is out long. Then take an inhale here. Exhale, pull your right knee outside of your right tricep. Flex your right foot and then try and straighten your leg so your hand and your foot line up. And then exhale, bend your knee and then put the foot down on an inhale. Exhale, right knee outside of your right tricep. Flex your foot. Try and line your foot and your right hand up, straightening that knee. It's still gonna stay bent at like a 90 degree. Bring it on back and inhale, set your right foot down. One more time. Exhale, knee to outside of right tricep. Flex your foot. Try and straighten that knee. Line it up with your foot. Bring it back down and exhale the foot back down. Roll your wrists out. My wrist extensors are like, what is she thinking? Extend your right leg out long. Flex that right foot because you'd be up on your toes here, but keep your abdominals engaged. Take an inhale here. Exhale, left knee outside left tricep. Push the floor away. Straighten that left knee just a bit. Line your left foot and hand up. Then bring it back and set your left foot down, excuse me. Inhale, exhale, left knee outside left tricep. Straighten that left leg, push the floor away, the sky away. Bend that knee again and set the left foot down. One more time, inhale. Exhale, left knee to outside of left tricep. Flex your foot, straighten that knee to 90. And then exhale everything back in and down. So that's your lizard lunge right there. And we will be revisiting all these poses in our flow. And I just want you to remember how you felt when you were actually getting into these poses. When we're waking up these parts of our body, we're getting our bodies set up so that they can stabilize in those positions instead of kind of just being dead weight on top of your leg. Yeah, it feels good. It feels like a nice stretch. But can we do better? Next, I'm going to have you grab your block. This time, you're going to hold the block between your two palms, so palms are facing each other now. You're going to still hold it just right above your chest and just give it like a little squeeze. Squeeze it until you kind of feel your upper and lower abdominals engaged. Keep that tension on your block, so now your abdominals are engaged. Flex your feet, and we're just going to alternate lifting one leg and then lowering it. Doesn't matter which one, because we're just going to kind of alternate back and forth. Keep that tension like you're trying to squish this block. This is a really good way to open up, or not open up, but wake up your abdominals before any practice so that you're protecting your back. Keep going at your own pace, but making sure you're keeping that tension on that block. You can put a little bend in your elbows if you need. And then go ahead and bring your block down. Set your block off to the side. The last thing we're going to explore on our backs here is the pigeon position. So there is no way that you can tell me you have the same range of motion actively as you do passively when you're in pigeon. So even you can do like a reclined pigeon pose where you kind of grab the outside of your foot and pull your shin towards yourself. That's still not your active. So what we're gonna do is holding your block, or maybe just putting your arms overhead, both legs out long. Inhale here, and exhale, right knee into your chest, flex your foot, and then turn your knee out towards the right side of your mat, like you're almost trying to pull your right heel towards your right armpit. Pull, 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 Unwind it, extend. Pull the left knee in next. Knee in, flex your foot, rotate that knee outward, foot towards your right armpit, and then exhale, let it all go. Again on the right, pull that knee up to your chest, flex your foot, turn that knee out, use your muscles, and then come on out. Exhale, left knee pulls in, flex your foot, rotate it out, turn it back, and exhale it down. One more time each side. Pull that right knee in. Pull your knee towards your chest as much as you can. Kind of give yourself some compression here. Maybe even lifting your shoulder blades off the mat at this point. Still keeping that block nice and squeezed up between your hands. Flex your foot. Turn that knee out. Really, really try and get that right heel towards your left armpit. And then keeping your shoulder blades up, extend that right foot back out. And then lay back down. Take an inhale here. Exhale, shoulder blades come off the mat, knee comes up to your chest. Hold it here. Keep your arms back, biceps by your ears. Flex your left foot. Arm or shoulder blades still off the floor. Rotate that knee out. Left heel towards right armpit. And then exhale, come on out of it. Set your block down. Very good. So your core is that shouldn't be too tired yet. We haven't really warmed up too much. We're gonna get to that. But now your core should be like, oh, what is this thing we're doing? So come roll on over. No real graceful way to do it. Come to hands and knees at the top of your mat. Spread your fingertips wide. Thumb pointing at 3 o'clock. Index finger at 12, and move through your cat-cows. Inhaling, dropping your belly, and exhaling. Round your spine, pull your belly button to your spine. Move through your cat-cows on your own breath. On your next inhale, tuck your toes, send your hips high, press your heels back, downward facing dog. Pedal out your dog, get yourself all set up, doing what you need to do. Stretching into those shoulders. Fingertips are all grounded. Excuse me, especially through that index finger mound, so you're not putting so much weight into your wrists. Inhale, come forward to plank. Strong plank here. Plank is still a fairly flat, functional motion because you're actually using your core against gravity. It's one of the few places you're actually, if you're pulling your belly button up to your spine, you're pulling your belly button up against gravity versus pressing it down when you're on your back. Slowly, slowly, slowly lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes. And we're going to move through some baby cobras. So come up onto your fingertips so that you're not pressing. Squeeze your elbows behind you. And then slowly come up on an inhale. Just a hair. Baby cobra. Super baby. Like maybe your bottom ribs are still touching the floor. And then lower it back down. Exhale. Inhale, squeeze your elbows together. Maybe come up a little higher. Exhale, back down. Inhale, come on up. Maybe a little higher. Exhale, back down. One more time. Inhale, come all the way up. And then lift your fingertips and your hands all the way up off the floor, using just your back. You're not forcing a thing. Your back is doing all the things. Press all 5 toes down into your mat. Use those strong back muscles. And then exhale it all the way down. Inhale, push up all the way. Widen your knees, big toes touch. Sit back, child pose. Allow yourself to kind of sink into your child pose. And we do this a lot in these practices, but this is one of my favorite ways to open the thoracic spine. Take your right hand to the back of your neck and head. On your next inhale, lift your right elbow. Keep your right hip sitting down on your heel. Exhale down. Inhale, right elbow lifts. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more. Inhale up. Exhale it down. Stretch both arms long. Take an inhale. Exhale, left hand to the back of neck. And inhale, left shoulder up. Elbow. Exhale down. Again, make sure your left hip stays sitting down. You're just working through that upper back here. 2 more. Inhale, elbows pulling back. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale. Exhale down. Stretch your left arm long. One more breath in child pose. And then come on up. Tuck your toes. Bring it back to downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot's gonna sweep up towards the sky. Let's do a little bit of warming up here. So keep your hips square. We gotta build up some heat here. So some warming up and then some sun A's. And then some sun B's. Keep your hips square, right pinky toe pointing straight to the ground. And then inhale, right knee up to the sky. Heel to butt. Shoulders stay square, opening up that side body. Square your hips back off. Right foot up. Right foot maybe lifts a little higher. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Round your back. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, right knee steps through, foot flat on the mat. Lower your left knee, keep your toes tucked. Inhale, low lunge. Drop your right hand towards your right hip and just pull your the right hip crease back just a little bit. So make sure you're not flaring that right hip out. And then just a baby bend, again, over towards the right, opening up that hip flexor, QL. And then exhale, hands down to the mat. Step it forward to the top of your mat, both feet. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. First forward fold of the day, so knees can be severely. I don't know what I was trying to say. However much of a bend in your knees you need. Grab opposite elbows if you need. Release your back. Drop your hands back down to the mat. Inhale, look halfway. Exhale, forward fold, and slowly roll up all the way to mountain pose. Roll those shoulder blades back, palms face forward. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, left arm's gonna come forward, right arm's gonna go back, and you're gonna rotate looking over your right side, but make sure you're pulling with your body, with your abs, your right hip is staying forward. So this is your functional range of motion and rotation. Inhale, sweep your arms up, bring it back to center. Exhale, rotate to the left, left hip pulling forward, left hand pulling back. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold it forward, over your legs, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back. Plant your palms, step your left foot back, right foot meets in plank. Lower down to your belly, or you can go through to up dog chaturanga. I said that in the wrong order. We'll all meet down in downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your left leg up to the sky, hips stay square, legs are strong, low belly strong. Left pinky toes pointing down. You're not overly pushing out onto that right hip. Inhale, turn the hip out, heel to butt. Shoulders stay square, opening up. And then square it back off. Inhale, maybe that left leg comes up a little bit higher. And then exhale, shift it forward, bring your left knee to nose. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left knee to left tricep or elbow. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, pull it through, step it between your hands. Right knee drops down. Inhale at low lunge. Toes stay tucked here. Bring that left hand to your left hip crease. Pull your left hip into a little bit better alignment. Make sure you're pulling it back in space. Your right hip should be going forward. And then just a gentle baby side bend over towards the left. Inhale, back up to your low lunge. Set your hands down, step your right foot up to meet your left at the top. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Maybe still a little bend in your legs, but maybe it's getting a little stronger. Straighter and stronger. You can still grab opposite elbows if you want another little back release. Whatever feels like what you need. This is your practice. Bring your hands down to the mat. Inhale, flat back, look halfway. Exhale, forward fold, and then root to rise. Come all the way up to standing into mountain pose. Inhale, sweep your arms up. And this time, right hand goes forward, left hand goes back. Looking back, left hip, pulling forward in space. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, right hand behind you, left hand forward, right hip staying square. Weight bearing on all four corners of both feet. Make sure you're not shifting onto your right leg. And then inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale it down through center. Plant your palms. Step the right foot back. Left foot meets in plank. Lower down all the way or to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And then we all meet down in downward facing dog. Inhale, look up between your palms. Exhale, jump or step to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep it up, arms rise overhead. Exhale, hands meet in front of the heart in prayer. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, swan dive over the legs, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step or float it back to plank, and move through your vinyasa. Inhale, look between your palms. Exhale, jump or step it up to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Hands meet overhead. Exhale, pull in front of your heart to prayer. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive over the legs, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your palms, jump or step it back to plank, and move through your vinyasa. Inhale, come up on tippy toes, look between your palms. Exhale, jump or step to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand all the way up, arms meet overhead, and pull them down on your exhale in front of your heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive over the legs, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your palms, jump or float or step down and move through chaturanga, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your, Inhale up on your tippy toes, look between your palms. Exhale, jump or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Drop your knees, drop your hips, bend your knees. Inhale, chair pose. Stay in your chair pose for just a while. Find that tucked position, but make sure you're sitting back in your heels. You should be able to wiggle your toes. You should be able to see your toes through the bottom of your eyeballs, but you should be also gazing forward. Hands by your biceps. Biceps by your ears. Oh my Lord. I need a teleprompter. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, sit a little bit lower. And then exhale, fold it forward. Forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, back to plank or chaturanga. Lower down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg sweeps up. Exhale, knee pulls in, set the foot between your palms. Leave that left leg lifted, come up, crescent lunge. Pulling that right hip now, we're getting back into space. But now in a split position. Left leg is strong, right ankle over right knee. Keep making little micro adjustments. Yoga practice is never perfect or stagnant. It's always just trying to make sure you're in the right alignment. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, right hand moves back into space, left hand forward. Keep pulling that right hip back now. Whereas when we had our feet together, we were pulling that right hip forward. Now we want to pull it back because it wants to go forward. And then go ahead and drop your left hand and find your crescent twist. Exhale, right hand comes down to the mat. Right foot steps back to left. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, pull your knee in, set the foot between your palms. Come up, crescent lunge. Check your alignment. Now your left hip is moving back in space. Right leg is strong. You'll feel that pulling through your right hip flexor. Left knee over left ankle. Take an inhale. Exhale, left arm goes back, right arm forward. Pulling that left hip back in space now. Right leg stays nice and strong. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. And then drop the right hand down, left arm up for a twist. And take time to get into your twist. Ideally, your whole belly and chest is contacting your left thigh, but you're rotating from your navel. Lower the left hand down, step your left foot back to plank, lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're gonna go through that one more time. It's kind of a modified sun B. This time just one breath per motion. So when you're ready, inhale up on your tippy toes, look between your palms, jump or step to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, drop your hips. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your palms, step or jump back to plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, pull your right knee in. Set the foot down. Inhale, crescent lunge. Square those hips. Exhale, twist over to the right. Drop that left hand for a twist. Exhale, right hand down. Step it back to plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee to chest. Set the foot between your palms. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, twist over the left. Inhale. Exhale, drop the right hand down for that twist. Inhale. Exhale. Left hand comes down. Left foot back to plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look between your palms. Exhale, jump, step to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, drop your hips. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, jump or step it back to chaturanga. Move through your vinyasa. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, pull the knee through. Step the foot between your palms. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, twist. Inhale, left hand down. Exhale, right hand down. Step it back to plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg raises. Exhale, pull the knee to your chest. Set the foot down. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, twist. Inhale, right hand down. Exhale, left hand down. Step it back. Move through your vinyasa. Take a couple breaths here. We're getting ready to flow here. So the first flow, we're going to visit our crow pose like we did in the beginning. So take this time, one, maybe to remember your intention, and then tap into where you felt that crow on your back. Where did you feel that? And here we go. Inhale, look between your palms. Look forward, actually ahead of your palms. Bend your knees, jump or step your feet wide to the outside of your mat. Toes turn out slightly. Drop your hips. Sit back into a deep yogi squat or malasana. Here's another pose. It's kind of interesting because you're using your elbows to kind of force your knees into external rotation. You are kind of forcing it. So find a point where maybe, just because the nature of our practice today, you're not weight bearing through the inner edge of your foot. Your feet are flat. Lift up a little bit. Feel like you're pulling your pelvic floor up, and your knees can be your knees and elbows can be touching, but softly. And see if you can still keep that chest lifted. So play with it a little bit. Find your lazy malasana. This is lazy malasana, okay? I'm sitting, I'm basically not really working at all. Feels good, right? My knees are being pushed out by my elbows. My arms are working a little bit. But if I kind of roll to the outer border of my feet, pull up through my pelvic floor, I can easily lift my elbows off my knees and I can maintain that rotation. So play with it, just see the difference. I just think it's so good to see what your body can do and what you force your body into. And then go ahead and reach your left fingertips out in front of your left toes. Reach your right arm up, rotating again through that thoracic spine, looking up at your right fingers. And then go ahead and switch, come through prayer. Right fingertips reach in front of your right toes. Open the left hand up towards the sky and bring it back down. So now your hips are super open. Go ahead and come to a wide leg forward fold. Then heel toe your feet in. Your hands are on the mat. Bend your elbows a lot. Find the highest position that your knees can get into your armpits. And then shift your weight forward until maybe one by one your feet come up off the mat. Now remember that position. We had straight arms. So what do you need to do to find that same position? You have to pull your core in, round your spine. Keep your gaze forward. Straighten those elbows strong as far as you can. Pushing your shoulder blades away. Squeezing your heels towards your butt. And then go ahead and set it down. Or if shooting back to chaturanga is in your practice, you may practice that. I'm modifying today, as I said. So we're just going to move through a vinyasa. Whew. Inhale into down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, drop your knee, drop your hip, whatever. Open up your hip. Drop something. Drop it like it's hot. Inhale, back to three-legged dog. Exhale, pull your knee into your chest. Set your foot down. Spin your left heel down. Open it up, warrior two. Check your alignment here. Make sure that right sitting bone is pointing Straight back in space. You're not sticking your booty out towards the back of your mat, or the right edge of your mat rather. A little break here, warrior two. Straighten that right foot, right knee, excuse me, turn your right toes in. Left toes turn out. Shift your hips back and then lower that left hand down into your triangle pose. We're switching it up a little bit. Gaze up at your right hand. Make sure you're not locking your knee on the front knee. Keep your torso long. It's hard not to collapse into that left side. And then look down towards your left toes. Bend your left knee. Set your hands down inside of your left foot. You can heel toe your left foot just out a little bit. And here you are in your lizard lunge. So, do you remember what that felt like when you were on your back, bringing your left knee to the outside of your left tricep, and then trying to straighten your left knee to a 90? Did not feel this easy, I don't think, not for me anyway. So many times we kind of, I can drop all the way down to my elbows, but I have to kind of turn my knee out to do that. I can bring it back in once I'm there, but it's not necessarily a smooth position, and I have to kind of see, hey, what can I do functionally? Spin that right heel down again. Heel toe your left foot back into the center of your mat, just like you are going to come up into warrior two on the left. Straighten that left knee, turn your toes towards the left side of your mat. Right toes point forward, back to warrior two on the right side. Flip your right palm, reach it forward, arch it back, peaceful warrior. And then exhale down, right hand inside of right foot for extended side angle. I was trying to do a way to do extended side angle. I was doing it on my side. I didn't really feel like, when I was putting this practice together, I was like, this doesn't really translate. So, I mean, we could try it, but I think in the interest of time, we'll just keep on flowing at this point. The fun thing I like to do from side angle, instead of coming out of it by just kind of collapsing back into a low lunge, use your core, use everything you have. Bring it back, warrior two, straighten it out nice and strong. Then cartwheel your hands down to the mat. Come up onto your back toes, step it back to plank, lower chaturanga, inhale up dog, and exhale downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg sweeps up to the sky. Drop your foot, open your hip, set it right. Keep your hips square. Just a moment here. Then square off those hips. Stretch that left leg up. And then inhale, exhale, left knee to chest. Set the foot between your palms. Right heel spins down. Open it up, warrior two. Now we've already done warrior two on this side. But just take this moment, feel where you are. Then straighten that left knee. Turn your left toes forward, right toes forward. Shift your hips back. Drop that right hand down inside your foot for triangle pose. Bend that right knee, come back, warrior two. Straighten that leg. Did I forget something? Oh, yes I did. Come down, come back down to triangle. Bring that left foot down. Heel toe your right foot to the outside of the mat. Both arms inside your right foot. Strong lizard pose. Pulling that low belly in. Feeling that good alignment here. You can always go to your forearms, but just note what your right foot wants to do when you do that. And are you really getting your functional range by doing that? We're gonna do this flow again. Come up, heel toe your right foot back in. Come up, warrior two on the right. Straighten that right leg. Turn it back to the left, warrior two. Flip your left palm, reach it forward. Peaceful warrior, arching back, and then exhale it into your extended side angle. With all your core strength, bring it back up to warrior two. Then cartwheel your hands down to the mat. Step your left foot back to plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, up on your tippy toes. Look ahead of your feet, ahead of your hands. And then we're gonna do another round. Jump your feet out. Sit down in Malasana. Do your lazy Malasana if you need. And then find your functional working Malasana, where your knees stay where they're supposed to be without your elbows forcing them there. Lifting through your pelvic floor. Rotate, open the right side, right arm up. Come back through center. Rotate. Open the left side up. Come back through center. Plant your palms. Straighten your legs, heel toe your feet in. And let's go for another crow pose. Bending those knees, so that's setting those knees as high up in your armpits as you can. This is where you're using gravity instead of your functional range of motion. If you ask me to bring my knees to my armpits without being in an upside down position, I probably couldn't do it. Maybe try and straighten your elbows. If you want to try and shoot back to chaturanga, be my guest. If you would like to come out and just do a nice step back and flow through your vinyasa, that works too. Oh my God. Okay. Inhale, right leg sweeps up. Exhale, pull your knee to your chest. Set your foot between your palms. Sweep it up. Warrior two. Straighten your right leg. Turn your toes forward. Left toes turn out. Bring it down. Triangle pose. Look down at your left foot. Reach forward of your left foot. And lift the right leg for half moon. If you can, shift your gaze to the right, well, I guess it's really the left side of your mat, the facing side of your mat, or even up at your right hand. Keeping your torso long here. Can you bring your right hand to half prayer? Keep that, your left hand to half prayer to the center of your chest. And then stand up. Bring your left feet to meet your right foot to meet your left. Ooh. Inhale, sweep your arms up. You're now facing the back of your space. Exhale, twist again. Left arm's gonna come forward, right arm's gonna come back. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands come to prayer. Bring your right knee to your chest, flex your foot. Keeping your chest forward, raise your arms up. You're gonna wanna lean back. Keep that chest forward, stack right over your foot. Straighten your right leg. Just like when we were on our backs, right? We had the block over our head. Sweep that right foot back, tip it forward, warrior three. Come on back. Bring your right knee to your chest. Keep your arms up. Straighten that right leg. Shift that left foot, hand forward, excuse me. Right hand back. You're twisting over your right leg. Keep that right leg lifted. Knee is tight. Foot is flexed. Now, if you were holding onto your right leg, I bet this would be easier because you could use the force, but you really have to kind of find your functional strength in other ways. Keep your right leg lifted. Arms are gonna come back up. Now switch, so your right arm's coming forward, left arm back. Slowly slide it back. Right foot's going back. Right hand is coming down, left hand is up for twisted half moon pose. Keep that right foot strong, flexed. Left arm is lifting. You're getting that good rotation through your spine. And then go ahead and bend that left knee. Spin your right foot out. Open it up. Warrior two. Straighten that left knee. Turn your toes forward. Right leg, right toes point forward. Your back to the front of your mat. Flip your right palm. Inhale. Peaceful warrior. Exhale. What is this? Extended side angle. If you want, get your block here. Okay? Try something for me. Try to just press down through your hand and just lift your right leg. And then set it right back down where you had it. I can't do it very well. Don't change anything in where your body is. Just lift. And then set it right back down. I have to lift my hips, and that's okay. One more time. Try pressing down, keeping your hips from lifting. Lift. And then setting down. Woo! That's functional motion, people. Cartwheel your hands around. Step your right foot back. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, knee to chest, set the foot between your palms. Open it up, warrior two. Left side, straighten your left knee, turn it out. Keep your right knee straight. Reach it forward, hips go back. Triangle pose. Ooh. Try not to fall. Look down at your foot. Look ahead of your foot and shift it forward for half moon. Maybe shifting your gaze to the side of your mat. Maybe shifting your gaze to your hand, your lifted hand. And then when you're feeling super stable, bring your right hand to half prayer and hold it here. It's okay to fall. And then when you're ready, come back up to stand. Left foot meets the right. Shake it out. Sweep your arms up overhead. Hands meet front of your heart. Inhale, pull your left knee up to your chest. Flex your foot. Straighten your leg, kick it out. Keep your shoulders stacked over your hips and ankle. And then sweep your arms up. And then slowly, slowly slide that foot back into airplane. Warrior 3. Bring it back through. Keep that left leg lifted. Come up to standing, arms overhead. Bring your right hand forward towards your left leg. Left hand back. Ooh, come on here now. Spam. Keep that twist going. Keep that left leg lifted. Try and stay tall. Find that functional strength. Bring it back to center. Shift your right hand back, twisting from your waist. Left leg still lifted. Then shift it back. Left hand goes down. I didn't just fall. No, I didn't. And you're in twisted half moon. Go ahead and set that left foot down. Open it up. Warrior 2. Bring it through center. Warrior 2 on your left side. Flip your left palm. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, side angle. Get a hold of your block. We're gonna do the same thing. I have to get out of that position for a second. Find that strong side angle pose. Now, when you're not trying to lift your leg, you can use your stabilizing arm, so in this case your left hand, to kind of press that knee open. And you should be pressing your knee back into your leg. That's what helps you keep balance. But for the purposes of today, let's try, again, press down into the block. Lift your left foot up. Ooh, it's harder on this side. And then set it right back down where you got it. Try not to move anything from your hips. Maybe you might have an easier time if your right hand is on your hip. Press down, lift up, set it down. One more time, press with your arm, lift, and then set it back down. That is not easy. Carve all your hands down to the floor, palms flat, step it back to plank, lower chaturanga, inhale up dog, exhale, down facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Lower all the way down to your belly. Palms down by your side. Bring your head to one side or the other. Windshield wiper your legs. Release your back a little bit. We're going to do locust for our back bend today. So, when you're ready, reach your fingertips back, roll your shoulder blades back, lift your chest, lift your feet, hold, Shalabhasana, locust pose. Keep lifting higher. This is one of my favorite back bends to do because it's all based on strength and it doesn't kill my shoulders. Also, my elbows don't dislocate. That's double jointed people have issues. Keep breathing. Keep rolling that pinky toe down. Still lifting the legs, lifting the chest, and then exhale, bring it down. Other cheek to the floor, bend your knees. Windshield wiper your hands. Your hands to your feet. One more back bend. You may choose to do however you want. If you want to go into bow pose, grab your ankles, flex your feet, and then kick your shins into your feet. Kick your shins into your hands to lift your chest up. Or you may choose to do another Shalabhasana if you want to be a little bit more of a heart opener. Clasp your hands behind your back for Shalabhasana. Roll those shoulder blades back. Then lift your chest and your feet. If you're in bow pose, just keep pushing those shins into your hands and lifting more and more up off of the floor. Keep breathing. And when you're ready, come out of it. Place your hands underneath your head. Wiggle your hips. Windshield wiper your feet. Bring your hands back by your chest, by your ribs. Shift it back. Downward facing dog. Oh. Inhale, right leg's gonna sweep up. We're doing our last position, our pigeon. So bring your left foot towards your left wrist, set your knee down, flex that left foot. Inhale up, king cobra position. Chest is open. And then walk it forward. This is your over pushing it. You deserved it. You worked hard today so you can have some time in this pigeon. Walk your hands back up, nice and easy. Tuck your back toes, right leg meets in down dog. Inhale, left leg up towards the sky. Exhale, left foot towards right wrist. Inhale, press up for a moment into your king cobra. Open that right hip flexor one more time. Flex that left foot and then walk it forward. I invite you to try this again from the beginning, because you have nothing but time, right? Start this video over and see if, when you're on your back, doing the beginning things that we did, does it feel easier? Because now you've practiced it with intention. Does it feel the same? Maybe it's not easier, but maybe it feels different. And let me know. And then do the whole practice again. Just kidding. I'm not the boss of you. Do whatever you want. All right, walk your hands back up. Tuck your toes. Send your hips high. Last down dog. Press your chest towards your thighs. Come down to your knees. If you feel like doing this jump through, because you're not modified like I am today, go for it. But just end up on your back. Reach your arms forward, feet are flat, and slow, slow, slow. Roll all the way down to your back. One vertebrae at a time. Head lands last. Roll your shoulder blades back. Lengthen your legs out. Set yourself up for Shavasana. Or if you need to do anything else, if you're not dead like I'm feeling, do whatever you need to do. But do allow yourself this time, this last bit of rest where you do nothing. but maybe say thank you to your body for the things you were able to do today.